Are you against animal cruelty?
I'd say so.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say yes, and my primary thing is that I've been a vegan for like 2 or 3 years now, so.
Oh, wow.
I think like I went fishing like 3 weeks ago for the first time since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that would constitute animal cruelty or not.
What does animal cruelty mean to you?
I don't know. That'd be tough.
For me, animal cruelty means like people like slaughtering animals.
Yeah. So.
Like treating it could be any like animal pets, and just like not treating them right in the way they're supposed to be treated. That's what I think it means.
Based on my knowledge of factory farming, that to me seems cruel.
Would you consider yourself an animal lover?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so. I sometimes almost vibe with animals more than humans.
Yeah.
Do you eat animals?
Yes.
No.
No, we don't.
You guys-
We're like vegan, you know.
You guys are
Yeah,
vegan?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you guys think it's possible to love animals while eating them or paying for someone to kill them or killing them?
I don't think so. That seems very conditional.
Yeah. Would you still say that like you love those animals in which you consume?
Well, I don't know them.
Right. So you love animals that you know personally?
No, I'd say I love all animals. But there's absolutely a contradiction between me eating animals and me loving them.
I feel like there has to be some kind of detachment from them to be able to do something like that or put them through an act of violence, basically. You can't keep them close while also hurting them, because then it's also hurting you.
Right. So you think because you're like separated from the process of it that it like
Yeah,
kind of
it helps me ignore the morality of it.
Yeah, okay. Do you think that there's a moral difference between animals? Like between like a dog and a pig? Do you think there's a moral difference?
It's hard, right? Because you can take it ad absurdum and go right down to like I'm eating yeast right now because this is a bottle fermented beer. So the animal's ability to be self-aware, feel pain, factors into that.
I don't think there's a difference. Like I don't see any reason to treat, like I wouldn't even treat a bug different. Like to me they're all alive, so I don't see a difference.
So is it the sentience that makes them the same morally to you?
Yeah, like we're all conscious. I don't see why I should take that away from something else.
But it sort of starts getting tricky, right? Like I don't feel bad about eating yeast. Should I feel less bad about eating a chicken than I do something that's perhaps more conscious, if you want to call it that way? You might as well, I guess, say yes. If yeast are okay for me to eat, then maybe I should feel worse about something like a pig or a cow as opposed to a chicken. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like more connected to circle than I had before. I don't know if I'm not saying it had to be an animal necessarily, but I think it, in a way, the fact that it was an animal, like it was more poignant because I was like, what is this like killing this fish and like scaling this fish, doing all these things with this thing that is just alive, just alive.
Do you think that, like, what do you think that was like for the fish?
It feels like panic, like confused panic.
And do you eat all animals like that we breed for that purpose, or are you like more discriminatory towards?
I mean, I definitely don't eat veal, and I try to eat animals that are more ethically raised. But there's still a level of rational ignorance. You don't always know what you're eating.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm coherent with what I believe versus how I act.
Okay, interesting. And do you think that there's, like you mentioned, like the ethically raised, do you think that there's an ethical way to kill an animal or anyone that's sentient?
Again, it's a hard one. When a fox kills a rabbit, is that ethical for food? You could say that the fox doesn't have a choice, and we do. So I'd say there's degrees to it.
Yeah.
But if you want it to be absolute, I would agree that no, there's no, since there's no necessity involved, then there really isn't an ethical way to consume animals.
Have you guys ever heard the word speciesism?
No, never heard of that.
So it's like a type of discrimination. It's like racism, but species. So it's when people systematically oppress certain types of animals, but not others. So, people favor dogs, but they eat pigs.
Yeah,
That sort of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a culture thing,
Yeah, a lot of it's to do with culture and taste is a lot of the things we hear. So it sounds like in your heart and in your mind, you think that animal cruelty is wrong.
Yeah.
And that we shouldn't kill animals if we don't need to.
Yeah.
So do you think that you need to kill animals?
No, I do it for my pleasure.
Okay, for taste pleasure.
Yeah, taste, pleasure, convenience. It's much harder to go about your daily life making those decisions all the
Right.
time, especially if you're pressed for time, if you need to eat.
We eat plants instead that don't get sent to slaughterhouse.
I've been vegan. I'm still alive, so
Right.
clearly there's options.
Yeah, you're living proof. What do you think would take for you to actually take that step and align your actions with your values?
It's an interesting question. Things like activism and social pressure helps, right?
What made you go vegan?
Yeah, so what I was noticing was that when you eat meat, that's what I was learning. I was learning when you eat meat, you're also eating the stress hormones from the animal, and then you're taking that on into your own body. And it's just it almost weighs you down and lowers your vibration. And I wanted to, once I went vegan, I felt lighter, I felt clearer. People around me are telling me you should gain weight and eat meat and eat cheese, and I'm just I feel like I can fly now compared to before. So
Do you guys do anything for animal rights?
Not right now.
No, we don't.
To be honest, not right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. Thanks for being honest. Yeah. Do you I'm sure you have friends that aren't vegan. Do you ever?
Yeah.
There's some that are vegan, some that are not.
Yeah. Do you find that's difficult to talk about?
Sometimes
At all?
it gets awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
They don't
yeah.
care, they're just oh yeah, it's food, everyone eats it.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that is maybe why you're not involved in animal rights movement, because it's uncomfortable
Yeah,
socially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're all not gonna get love. It's gonna be hate. They're gonna be
Yeah.
oh wow, you don't need that, you need this.
Definitely. That's what I found when I first went vegan, is that I lost a lot of friends because I was very vocal about it right away. And I was very uncomfortable with people attacking me about it. But ultimately I realized that, the discomfort that animals go through is nothing compared to the discomfort I might feel for being vegan or for speaking up for them. So yeah, we, Dave and myself, we try our best to always speak up for animals. And I'm glad that you guys are aligning your beliefs with your actions by being vegan. That's awesome. And I encourage you to speak up for animals whenever you can.